Hello friends, this is Chetan Parmar and today I am going to discuss about the introduction of PLSQL. We already discussed some of the advanced concept of PLSQL, but this session I created because of some of are demanded about the introduction of PLSQL. That's why I am just creating a and demonstrating what is actually a PLSQL, what is the PLSQL block, how to create your simple PLSQL block initially. Okay, so now let's see how PLSQL work. Now first about the PLSQL. So its abbreviation is a procedural language and standard query language. So we can say that it is the advanced version of SQL which is firing a multiple SQL statement in a particular block, which is a PLSQL block. It is a significant member of Oracle programming toolset. It is extensively used to code server-side programming. So basically, it will be work as a server-side programming. And it's a case insensitive language. That is the most important point about the PLSQL. It's a case insensitive of the language. It is highly structured and readable language. That means it will following a predefined structure of the programming. Then standard and portable language for Oracle database development. So you can easily be navigate your PLSQL blog or PLSQL script or PLSQL program from one system to another system very easily. Okay, so these are the some of the highlighted point about the PLSQL. Now we discuss about a PLSQL architecture. Basically, this architecture will be divided into three parts. You can see here. This is the PLSQL block. This is the first portion of the architecture. Second is the PLSQL engine, and third one is known as a database server. Now, what is this PLSQL block? PLSQL block is a basically we can say that whenever you want to do any PLSQL programming, to that time you can develop your program in this particular block, which is a PLSQL block, which have some predefined structure. In next slide, I will be showing you what is basic structure of this PLSQL block. So using this particular PLSQL block structure, you can do the program. Second is a PLSQL engine, which is the Oracle engine ultimately, which will taking the data from a user, performing some operations on it and giving the result to the user. And database server, which is maintaining a database and related tables to databases and giving the request and response to the server. Then now PLSQL block. It is a basic programming unit in PLSQL programming language which will be divided in this form. So this is the first is a PLSQL block which have two types of block, anonymous block and named block. And again these both have three sections: declaration section, execution section and exception section. Now what is this the difference between anonymous block and named block? Anonymous block means that you never define anything about this particular block informations. For example, I just want to display an addition of two number, so just I'm doing a coding about that what is the actually logic of addition of two number. I'm not mentioning anything about that what is a block or what is this block is doing and something else is there. This all informations if I'm mentioning, that means it's a named block. Otherwise it's a anonymous block which never contain any information about the particular scripting. Okay, and these both these two block having declaration section, execution and exception section. Okay, now we go ahead. This is the fourth section of PLSQL block. The first section is known as a declaration section, this one, in which memory variables and other Oracle objects like cursor, trigger, etc. can be declared and if required can be initialized as well. So we can say that In declaration section, you can declare any Oracle object, as well as you can also initialize that object in that particular section. Okay, so first section is known as a declaration section. Then second section is a begin section. These begin sections contain the SQL and PLSQL statements that are required to be executed and contain the main logic. So ultimately we can say that it's the main block of the PLSQL block, and it is a compulsory block where you can be just provide your main logic about that script. Then exception section. This section is optional. It is mainly used to handle the error that may be occur between these begin and exception section. So if in your PLSQL block, if any of the runtime error will be generated, so that error will be handled by this exception section. And last is the end, that means it is the ending of the PLSQL block. So basically this PLSQL block will be divided into four sections: declaration section, begin section, exception section, and end section. Now here I'm giving some simple example of PLSQL block. As we can see here, this four section PLSQL block will be divided. So now I'm just using this declaration section. Exception is the optional, begin and end is a compulsory section. So I'm just using begin, not declaring any variable. That's why I'm not using here declaration section. I'm just printing a hardcode information to user. So directly begin, then using method dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. In just I'm mentioning the hardcode message, welcome to my YouTube channel. That's it. And ending this section by end and execution by slash. So I'm just using two sections, begin and end. And whenever I'm firing this, the user got this output. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is this. Okay. This is the simple PLSQL first initial block. Now we go ahead with another example, little bit advanced. Here this PLSQL block will be display addition of two number. So now see, you can see here is a declaration section of first. Here I am declaring a two variable a and b. Is both is a type of number. So I am declaring is a variable which is the object of the Oracle. Okay. Now my begin section. As you know, begin section is the actual logic. Here I am assigning the value to a variable. So 10 will be assigned to a and 20 will be assigned to b. And just I am printing here sum of the number is a plus b, which is giving 10 plus 20, and end section and execution. If I am executing this program, so it's giving a message output 30, 10 plus 20, 30. Okay, understand? I hope you understand this both example 1 and example 2. This first example is the very initial program without declaration section, just begin and end, which will display hardcode information. And this block is giving information about declarations, begin section and end section. Okay, about the exception section, I have created one separate video for that. How to you can be executed exceptions, how to fire exceptions, and how to call handle these exceptions. Okay, I hope you all will be enjoying this video, and I hope you understand this PLSQL block, how to start PLSQL block, and everything about it initially is PLSQL block. So thank you so much, friends, for watching me. If you like this video, you can press the like button. You can also subscribe my channel. Also press the bell icon. Here bottom side bell icon is available. You press this bell icon, so whenever I am uploading a new video, you got the notifications about that. You can also have any doubt or any feedback or any comment, then you can also mention the comment on bottom side. Okay, so thank you so much and have a good day.